guys, welcome back to another episode of Indigo Speaks. IndigoShy here, and today I have a special guest, meet Amor.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
And today we're going to be talking about what it is like to be with your equal. So I just recently did a video, this would be tomorrow, so yesterday, on my Instagram about how basically being with your equal is like being with the mirror. So when you first look, first look in the mirror, you love everything that you see about yourself. You're very beautiful. You see all the beautiful attributes, but sometimes when you stare a little bit too long or too hard, you start seeing some stuff you don't necessarily like. Same thing with being with your equal. And then some days you look in the mirror and you really don't like what you see about yourself. So, like I said, same thing with being with your equal. Some days it's peaches and roses and love. You love being with this person. Now, not saying the days that you despise some of the attributes you see about this person doesn't mean that you don't love them. It's just...
You don't want to fuck them right now.
Yeah, like, I love you, but right now I kind of don't like you. And it's not in a bad way, but it's also, I have to step back and reset in a way. It's really what it is. Like, because a lot of times, you can only attract who you are. Basically. So if you don't like something about somebody else, 9 times out of 10 you don't like within yourself. You really just don't like other people doing the stuff that you do to them back to you. That's really and one of his favorite things is
take your medicine.
That's one of his favorite phrases. And at first I hated it, but then it's realism. Life, I tell you all the time, life is not really happening to you, it's only responding to you. So if you want to put out BS and treat people a certain way, you cannot get mad at them when they come back to you with that same energy. And in this dimension, everything multiplies. So you're not going to put out BS and get back that same level of BS. It's going to be magnified. So you have to be ready to take that back. And that's really what being with your equal kind of does entail. Like, looking at shadow sides, looking at other parts of yourself, and really...
You see how controlling she try to be sometimes? I'm minding my business, playing with my phone case, and she can come snatch it.
And really realize that we cannot do certain stuff. And even with that, yes, I was wrong. Part of me is like, why are you playing with the phone case in my video? And it was just going to bother the hell out of me. But then it's like, you know what? What he said, do what you do. As long as that's what keeps you occupied and that's what you do. Because you guys know me. In my videos, I get shiny penny 24/7, and I really cannot like keep myself still in my videos. So, y'all know I will get sidetracked and go on a tangent about something if that else.
Oh shit!
Not somebody fire alarm going off.
No, hold it, a second.
Okay, so yeah, ghetto ass building, they doing a bunch of shit, and I'm glad our fire shit didn't go off. Thank you. But yes, being with the equal does entail a lot of shadow work. Might have mentioned this with y'all before in another video, but I do call this man El Diablo, and this is our second time shooting this video, and that's why it's irritating me saying some of these things, because I said it before. But y'all know how it is with me and the YouTubes. Me and the YouTubes don't get along all the time. So, but in the first time that I was shooting this video, I did mention that a lot of like the shadow side videos, stuff that I did in the beginning, were kind of thanks to him. We started kind of talking in like February, talking more like heavier, I guess, in July. And that's more when I realized that I had a lot of work that I had to do in order to be with somebody else. And that's really all that it was. So like calling somebody El Diablo or whatever the case may be, the devil makes you work with your demons. The demons aren't necessarily bad, but it's things that you have to let go of in order to move to the next level. You cannot take everything with you to the next level. And I realized that I can't do the same things here that I was doing in my past relationships. Even also that I couldn't do the same things with myself that I was doing in the past. And that is something that just popped in my head. I heard a phrase, it was love doesn't find you. You don't find love, but love finds you when you're ready. Yep. And that's something that really does speak true, like, core to
I was not looking for a relationship.
I wasn't.
I was just having fun.
Y'all seen my videos. My videos were how to build a functioning relationship with yourself. Like, I was on a lot of, like, self-work and journey. I told you guys in one of the videos, I will pinpoint exactly what video it is, but it was more so me, like, realizing like, hey, I do have to, you know, open up about with certain stuff and like not really hold the people in my present to the standards of the people in my past.
Right.
And that's really like what it was. Being with your equal requires a lot of reflection, a lot of shadow work,
a lot of self-reflection at that.
Yes, because it's like looking in the mirror, and if you don't like it in them, then you don't like it in yourself.
So change it.
That's really all that it is. Like, and
you get what you give, basically.
when you let go of those things, you let go of certain stuff, you guys really do ascend together. You guys go to the next level together. It's crazy how much we all lie spiritually. In the other video that we shot, yes, I did mention. You guys know I'm a Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer. He is in Aries. He is an Aries, Scorpio, Cancer. So you can see a lot of fire, water, a lot of astrological Geminis, a lot of stubbornness, confusion, or what they would call like bipolar, but it's like the polarity. It's that those two different sides of stuff, but also with astrologically being so similar, it really is like dealing with yourself. And that's the biggest question. I ask people all the time, would you date yourself? Now, I mean, I really have no choice to, and I would. In the past, hell no, I wouldn't have dated me. No ma'am, no thank you, because sis had a lot of stuff with her. Like, now I would date myself. I don't think it's that bad. I've grown, I'm doing a lot better. Some stuff would have me fucked up, and I'm working on it as I be having him fucked up, but I'm working on it. We're getting there.
And now I would date myself, yeah. I think I'm in a better headspace for a lot of things now, so yeah. And things that I'm doing also. So yeah. Back then, honestly speaking, I wouldn't give myself time of day back then. Just because if I knew who I was before meeting me, but I'm not gonna say I'm emotionally detached. I just don't show emotions.
Yeah.
And unlike a lot of people who say that, I literally do not show them.
I'm a Pisces. It's nothing but emotions over here. That's all you're gonna get. Like, I literally wear my heart on my sleeve. That's one of those things. Like, he's teaching me to have a thicker skin,
and she's teaching me how to be empathetic. Yeah, I'll say that.
Yeah.
Not sympathetic, but empathetic. I'll say that because it's still kind of hard for me to deal with a lot of sensitive shit. But you know, I'm not calling you that.
I know.
Saying, but it's like
I just say, oh, he used the S word.
She hates it when I do, but it's like I don't know how else to describe it. It's like.
I don't necessarily hate when he calls me sensitive, but if I'm in a mood, because I know I'm a sensitive person, but if I'm in a mood, don't call me sensitive, because then that's just like adding fuel to a fire. But I mean, it's also like when somebody tells you the truth, sometimes you're really not open to hearing the truth, even if it is the truth. And it's like, if you already know this about yourself, it's like, if you know your lipstick is smudged, somebody go, hey, your lipstick is smudged. It's like, bitch, I know. Like, you just get little, like,
I could literally irritated. Say that, and like, that she would get irritated.
But it's like, I know, so why would you say it? But it's one of those
just telling you, I mean, try to be an ass.
Right, and that's literally what it is. It's just one of those things, and it's like honesty. And with being with the Aries, I do really, really do respect that honesty. Because not all people are really honest, so I like that blatant, like.
I ain't holding shit. I'm sorry.
And not.
Because I don't expect you to hold shit back with me.
And I don't. Because I'm a spitfire. I'm sorry.
I can take it.
Sometimes I can. Sometimes like, all right, y'all. If it starts to fuck with my energy, I'm over it. I'm over it. Can't do it. Start. Done. Nope. You have me fucked up sometimes, but it's me learning to have a thicker skin, to take everything with a grain of salt. That I can't get mad at everything that he says, and if I do, then why am I upset? And not really something that I learned in this year is don't get mad, get motivated. So,
and also she's teaching me that I just can't brush off how someone else would feel because of how I may feel, type shit. Because I do that a lot. I'm very nonchalant, so once I don't give a fuck, I don't care about how somebody else feels, and that's a problem. I've realized that, especially dealing with her. Cause yeah, she's a dick.
Wow, we're just gonna tell all the internets about my business. That's so rude. It's like, no, but no, y'all. I done told y'all I'm trillion times. I'm 0 to 100. So sorry, 0 or 100. I told myself I'm changing that phrase because people tend to tend to think 0 to 100 is like it's levels. No, you get 0 or you get 100. That's literally all that it is with me. Like, and learning to control it more, but then again, that's just who I am. Like, I'm fire that flows like the water. It's lava. Yes, it's lava. Somebody did tell me that a Sagittarius is like grounded, it's like lava because we're like grounded fire. Funny. Shit, this is what I mean, y'all. Be telling y'all, a bitch is be getting off guard in her own head. It is so bad. On a whole tangent.
Slow.
Yeah, Mava. Being with the equal does push you to do stuff to get outside of your comfort zone. Like me being more social, being more confident, not saying stuff like I'm fat, even though I know that I'm not fat, but I'm used to being fat and I'm trying to like get out of certain mindsets and shifting from certain stuff. Like, I know, and same thing with him. I'd be trying to get him out of certain stuff. You guys, y'all know how I am about meat. OMG. I got this dude. He swore I put a hex on him. Y'all know how big I am on intention and manifestation, but also that I feel like I am a part of his spirit team. I did not put a hex on him. I was joking. I was laughing. He wanted to eat a pork chop. He seen a picture of a pork chop sandwich. And I started dying laughing. I said it'd be funny if you got sick eating the sandwich. He went and ate a bacon cheeseburger that night from Burger King, and his stomach was in bullshit. My
stomach was on 10.
It was on 10. It was not. So I said, he said, you put a hex on me. I said, I didn't. The next day, he tried to eat bacon. Didn't work. So he hasn't eaten pork in probably about 2 weeks. He hasn't eaten beef in about a week and a day. Yeah, so I'm getting somewhere with that. Like, I'm going to let y'all know, like, being with the equal does push y'all to do certain stuff.
Like, what I will say, when you're dealing with your equal, basically, I don't necessarily say you're equal. I say your reflection, basically, because that's basically what it is. When you're dealing with your reflection, it's patience. Patience is key. It is key, especially if you really want it to work. Now, what I mean by patience is key. Don't take anything. Don't take anything that's dished out to you.
Have boundaries.
Right. Set your boundaries. But when your heart really is attached to somebody and really drawn to somebody, and both of y'all at the end of the day know that it's nothing but love, nothing but progression and all that, it's patience. It's patience. And that's what it teaches me. And I come from a family, I've seen marriages of all kinds, basically. I've seen long-lasting marriages. I've seen marriages that have crumbled after 2 years. I've seen marriages that are going on right now that are very unfaithful. I'm not going to speak on it, but hey. But it's just like, so I know the challenges, not personally, but in, I guess, watching it. My favorite relationship out of every relationship I know, marriage-wise, my grandparents. I literally asked myself so many times, how the hell my granddaddy deal with my crazy-ass grandma?
Meeting them, it's literally like the older version of us. It's fucking hilarious.
Her mouth is my grandma.
Sure.
And I fully feel my granddad's patience tapping against me, because whenever my grandma starts her little rants, I grew up with it. So you basically say I'm their son. I grew up with it. So whenever she used to start her stuff, he literally would let her do what she does and just sit there and act like he doesn't even hear it. I'm just like, you don't hear this? Like, you're oblivious. At that point, he's just oblivious to, like, that's just Deborah. So I realized it just, when you sign up for something, you accept whatever. What was we listening to last night? Whatever you accept from somebody, expect it, basically. I accept her smart ass mouth. It's expected. You know, low-key, I like it. I got a smart ass mouth, so of course.
Yeah, I like to be with somebody who can take my smart ass mouth and dish it back. Yeah, sometimes I may get in my feelings about it, but I mean, I don't want someone who I can walk all over. Like, I don't appreciate that.
And sometimes you need to hear the truth.
Yeah, but I said, even with me being a spitfire, I never get to the point of being disrespectful with it. Like, yes, I may rant and talk and nag and do what she's going to do, but it's a certain level of respect there. And that's why I say still have your boundaries. Like, I'm pretty sure if his grandmother was the wildest, say something completely left, your grandfather going to hear that. He going to hear that. And that's really what it is. So it's like, while that's their decorum, that's a relationship, but they have their certain boundaries set within that.
And she's an Aries. That's the funny part. My grandma's an Aries. So me and her, kind of two are the same in a lot of ways. Except I'm just not that loud. She's loud as shit.
And that's something that I did have to learn with us, is not being so loud. I'm from Baltimore, so my voice is naturally just loud.
And I think that's what be taking her off when we get into it, because she be so loud. I mean, I just be talking just like this, calm and shit. Like, I'm about to deal with you.
Or like he'll try to get loud to talk over me. And it's like, first of all, I wasn't yelling, so now you're yelling. And I was just naturally talking loud like how I talk. And you started yelling to talk over me. So now I have to yell to talk over you. Because
I don't like being yelled at. Like,
but I wasn't yelling. I was just talking loudly. That's just how I am.
Talk very aggressively. And I ain't used to a female talking that aggressive. Like, I'm from South, and we got a lot of aggressive females. But it's just like, that aggressive? Hold on. You sound like a nigga right now. Chill out. Chill.
It's really the Baltimore in me, y'all. Like, sometimes my voice, like, I'm pretty sure you can even check, like, as soon as I go, the Baltimore in me, like, it's a switch in the voice, it's a switch in the energy. Like, that's just really what it is. When I get mad, I ain't gonna lie. Voice definitely gets really, really deep when I get angry. And it's like one of those things. I thought my ex was lying when she said that shit. Apparently, I really turn into a whole nigga when I get angry. That is so funny. But I don't be trying to get like that. I don't like getting like that. So that be the hope. Cause no.
And that's why I'm here. Cause I understand she doesn't try, but it's just like, you ain't gotta do all that. Chill out.
I know. Even when I do get, like, even with him being an Aries, like us both being fire signs, he still has a way to cool me down. It's like when I'm being fire, he has a way to be water and cool me down. And it's like vice versa. Like, it's one of those things, but when we both need to be fire, if it's to somebody else, cool, good. Like, we on 10, that's fine. To each other, we both can't be on fire to each other. And I realize that, like, that is where things don't work, is that we can't. And we've literally only been living together for a month, and these are things that we learn. It takes some people years to figure this shit out. So it's like we're really progressing at a very, very fast pace. Like,
because like I said, I've dealt with this before. For some reason, the universe keeps sending me Sagittarius. I don't know why, but they do. So, hey. It is what it is. I guess my match is a Sagittarius, because I've had 3 Sagittarius within the past 4 years. So I know what to expect when it comes to Sagittarius. Now, she's my first female Sagittarius, I'll say that. But in some aspects, she does remind me of the male Sagittarius in some ways. Not really. But what I realize is an Aries and a Sagittarius cannot be stubborn or headstrong at the same time. It's not going to work, because nobody's going to understand where nobody's coming from. Because you feel one way, I feel one way, and neither one of us give a fuck.
And even if I really do understand it, I'm not going to let you know that I understand it. Because, like, now it's a battle of pride and stubbornness right now. So, like, when I cool back down, I can let you know, hey, BT dubs, like, I was fucked up, I was wrong. Like, I understand what you was coming from, but in the moment, I couldn't express that. I'm getting to the point now to kind of, like, if I do get overwhelmed, step back and go into my body. And to really just, like, try to meditate myself out and not, like, blow up. Because not everything is worth me blowing up over. And that is something that I have learned. Like, with him, he is the combination of, this is my 3rd relationship, he's the combination of my first 2 relationships. And that is one thing I will tell people. Like, when you are looking to be with the person you're going to be with, not even looking to be with them, when you end up being with the person that you want to be with, they're going to be like all the beautiful things that you loved about everybody else is going to be in that one person, minus all the bullshit. Like, that's really all that it's going to be. Like, I have the communication that I had in my first relationship, along with them being an Aries, and all of, like, the future planning and stuff. I have all the understanding, the free spiritness that I had in my second relationship, along with, you know, other wonderful things.
That's also why I feel like it's so scary too, because I do hair and she makes my products. So I feel like that's like a big thing right there too. Like,
yeah, he is the one responsible for these lovely, lovely locks that have been on my head that have been growing for 2 years. Yes, he's the one who fusses me out when they fall out. If y'all have not seen that video, there you go. Yeah. I will link it above. Sheesh. Sis was upset my lock came out, but it's all of a journey, and that's why I
put them back.
That is beautiful. He did put them back in. They're all back. And I will put his I will put his Instagram in the description below so that you guys can go follow him. And a lot of his stuff is linked on my Instagram, so you can go through my Instagram to get to it if you would like to do that. I should add you to my link tree, so when people click on my link tree, they can book with you to lock. I'm gonna do that too. So you can also check out his website on my link tree. Also, if you would like to book and get your locks done, I am launching a lock care system on my website. I'm currently in the middle of doing a website revamp and a bunch of other stuff to it. However, some of the products are available, so if you do want to check them out, you can. So yeah, these are all natural products. Y'all know me. I'm not really big on using a lot of chemicals and stuff. But I do think that it's really beautiful that it really does align like that. Like, why is my throat doing that? That he does locks. I didn't get into a lot of herbal care until this year, especially with like hair care, body care, stuff like that. But that it all aligns together. That I could be in the shop, you know, washing hair and doing the products, and you could be doing hair. And then y'all seen my twist that I did. So I do protective styles over top of my locks and stuff like that. So this really...
She got better at it, I say, because the first time she did it, that's what caused the shit coming out.
So like it's like really moving in alignment. Like that's really what it is. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes we move in alignment, shit's scary because we're conditioned to operate in bullshit and we're conditioned to operate in stuff that we do. So
when shit is going too good, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's scary. Like he had to ask me a couple of times, like, who were you with? And I was like, a bunch of people who didn't appreciate me. And a lot of times it takes that self-reflection, look back and go, damn, some people really didn't appreciate me.
Because real shit, I said this after like the first week of her being here, basically. I don't get the same her that I seen when she was with her ex. Like I lived with them, so I seen the arguments. I seen a lot of things. It's like, yeah, we go at it, but I don't get what she was giving old girl. Like, no, I don't think nowhere near close, to be honest with you.
And it comes from a whole different realm of things, especially with him just being a male and encompassed in it all. I had to battle and deal with a lot of stuff that I didn't deal with being with her. So being with him, I dealt with those things. I didn't have to go back through those same cans of worms. And honestly, I don't like being an angry person. It's not my thing. So I just had to learn, like, you really can't fight fire with fire. And sometimes I have to, you know, chill the fuck out. It's really what it is. Like, I can't be mad all the time. So yeah, that's really how I've learned to be. But yeah, when we move in alignment, everything is beautiful. If you have not checked it out, check out my book on Amazon.
Inside the Mind of Indigo.
Amor.
Okay, that.
Yes, it is a lot of brain dumps, a lot of poetry, just basically literally inside the mind of me. I have a section called Mind Your Business. So I mean, if you're not 18 plus, do not
mind
get this book.
Business.
Pure. If you don't want your perception of me to be changed,
mind your fucking business.
Pure. But if you know, want to delve in deeper and get into the other part,
sip the fucking tea.
Yeah. A mess.
But yeah, not Richard though.
I'm a really good writer, so that's something that I like. Also, if you want to know more about us and get more in depth into, that's one of my best ways to describe us is through my writing and my pieces and my spoken words and stuff like that. So a lot of it is on my social media. You can go to my link tree and see that. My link tree also does have the link to order the book too. So yeah, just get more in depth on who we are, who I am, how my journey, like a lot of things that I go over in the videos. I do have some prompts in there, so I did mention that in my last video.
How she got to where she is and how we got here.
Yeah, honestly, it's like a really more in depth, like a day-to-day guide. Like it's like my diary. It literally was my diary. Like. So I mean, I hope everyone does enjoy it though, but I hope that you guys do enjoy our video. So yes. He's so irky. This is all for the video on how it is being with your equal.
Your reflection.
That's
what I'm gonna call it.
My twin flame.
Twin flame.